me to or the name of the network. Now, if I go ahead and enable encryption, it's going to require a password. If I disable it, no password required. Or I can go into some advanced settings and limit the band either to 2.4 or 5 gigahertz. I can go ahead and hit next. This is going to set up the name as guest Wi-Fi with a VLAN ID. We'll leave it at 231. It's going to go ahead and put the devices here, and I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. Now, as you see, the guest Wi-Fi is now enabled, and you are all set up and ready to go. Now, to set up a captive portal in the phone app, you're just going to go into the settings, go into advanced, scroll all the way down, and select captive portal. One other option I do want to mention that you have in the phone app is that search bar in the top right, where you can search for a specific tool that you may need. Once you're in the captive portal, you can go ahead and select add policy. Policy name, we're just going to call it test. Policy mode, enter. Authentication device, either the router or the AP. You can select the network, which is typically going to be a VLAN. You can have a portal escape, seamless online you can enable for an X amount of days. But going down here, you can go ahead and select add page. Once in here, we can go ahead and select a page name. For example, call this testing. We have different login options such as one-click login, account, voucher, or SMS. We're just going to leave it as one-click login. And we can start doing some advanced customizations. So let's begin. First thing we do is upload a logo. We can upload a custom background. We can even hop into some advanced settings by customizing a welcome message, any marketing messages, any terms and conditions, copyright that you may need. And as you see, we've got this fully customized and set up. And of course, we can always change as much as we want. Now, on the actual cloud portal itself, there is even more customization options that you do have. But this is a very quick and easy way to set up a captive portal here on the phone app itself. Now, inside of the cloud portal to set up a guest network, it's a slightly different case scenario. So what you're going to do is go to the Smart Config menu on the left-hand side, where it says Create Configuration. You're going to create a wireless VLAN. I'm going to go ahead and hit Add Wireless VLAN. And I can start setting up a Wi-Fi name. We'll call this Guest Wi-Fi. And I have an option yet again to encrypt or not. We're going to select Do Not Encrypt here. We're going to select Next. We're going to have service remarks, such as just test, or a VLAN ID. We're just going to put 123. And there's going to be a default gateway IP address. And we'll leave DHCP pool enabled. This is where you're going to confirm the devices and the addresses here. Now it's applying the configuration. And now, as you see, the guest Wi-Fi is all good to go. So I can go ahead and select check network or continue to add. We're just going to select check network. And as you see, the guest Wi-Fi is open. Now, to set up a captive portal here on the website, we're going to go down to the authentication and accounts and select captive portal. Add captive portal. And we can create a policy name. Call this one guest network. Policy mode, authentication device, network. We can select the VLAN that we're applying this to. Seamless online, the period. And now we can start actually creating the page and having some nice customizations. So if I add a page, call this one yet again, guest Wi-Fi. We can allow one-click login or different types of login options, such as access duration. With a one-click login, we can do a voucher system, an account system where they have to actually set up an account, SMS registration, or actually full-on registration here. We're just going to leave it as one-click login. You can add a post-login URL. And this is where you can start really customizing the entire captive portal. You can go ahead and upload a custom logo. I quickly found one online, so we have that available. We can adjust the logo position. We can make the background a picture or even just set it as a solid color if we wanted to. And we have some options here to change the color. Or we can just simply set it up on a picture. For example, if we were doing a restaurant or something, we can do a background mask color to kind of make it darker. So as an example, if I jump this up to 50%, it's going to be a little bit of a darker gray to overlay it. Whereas if I do like 90%, it's going to be even more. We'll just leave it at 50%. We can either have the welcome message as text or a preset picture if we'd like. But we'll just have it as text. And then now we can start customizing it even more by selecting welcome text. Any marketing messages. Even set up a terms and conditions or copyright. And on the login button, we can even customize that as well. And if you really wanted to too, you can even set up advertisement on the login by selecting a picture or a video and how long that picture will display, and even set up an option to allow users to skip the advertisement or for you to not do it. And of course, welcome text color, you can customize as well. Let's go ahead and make this a nice purple. Then at the bottom, you'll get more options after that, such as welcome text size, button color, button text color, link color. For example, here's a little example of what this captive portal would look like. Never said I was much of a graphic designer, but we do have a nice little captive portal that we fully customize, and we can view it on desktop as well. We have a ton of options to easily create a nice, clean captive.
Yeah, hi, Rohit. Rohit, are you there?
Hello, Ruijie.
You can start. You can share your screen and start.
Okay. Give me 2 minutes. Just checking. My screen is visible. Raju, hello.
Visible. Yes.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Today, our session is Ray Office Network Solution. So, I'm going to explain you how we can design solution and how we can implement and how it is easy when you are using Ray products. So first, we need to do site survey, how to generate heat map. So we will cover that also. So if you are using third party, any software like a cow, air magnet, yeah.
Voice थोड़ा slow आ रहा है.
Okay, 1 minute. अभी कैसा राजू भाई?
Okay.
Okay. So you any third party application you are using for generating heat map, so you need to pay and purchase a license for MAC address base. Like if you are using a single laptop to generate heat map, so you need to purchase for that. So that license cost be 1 lakh to 2 lakh rupees. So in Ruijie you can get free heat map tool. So you can generate your heat map by yourself. So we have a AI heat map. So that will be automatic recognize the obstacles, walls, and that will be generate the virtual wall on the on the heat map. So you can see how we can generate and how we can implement the and position the access point here.
AI heat map on Ruijie Cloud helps you achieve faster site survey through auto wall recognition. Start your site survey quickly by uploading a floor plan. Have different formats of floor plan? Ruijie Cloud supports all formats of them. Input the floor height and the actual area of your floor plan, and let Ruijie Cloud helps you identify all the walls in your floor plan. You can also select from 3 different wall types to draw the walls, or click to delete walls. All of these give you flexibility to plan out your deployment at your fingertips. Experience AI heat map on Ruijie Cloud. Cloud, make your business easy.
So this is automatic find the wall, where is the wall, and you can select the wall and change the wall. Like there's a like if you are using access point for office solution, so there's a outside wall will be concrete wall, so that will be thick wall. You need to select and choose the wall for that. If there's a inner side wall, so like plywood wall, so you need to also select that wall. Yeah. Now this is the automatic heat AP positioning through the AI. So you can also see this video.
Design Wi-Fi with the speed and precision of auto AP placement on AI heat map. Select professional or quick placement plan based on your needs. Add client load to critical areas.
What's an ideal office network like?
Sorry.
Give more precise
So guys,
placement.
you can see here, you can select the area where footfall is more, like there's a 15 user or 60 users, there's a seminar hall, so that area you will be also select here, and you need to put the user numbers of users, like how many numbers of users are there, like 30 users or 40 users. You can select that area and position the number here, and after that, so
The AI will test hundreds of Wi-Fi design iterations based on your customized needs and generate multiple designs for you to recommend to customers. This feature not only saves time, but also ensures an accurate and efficient Wi-Fi network design. AI heat map is now also available on the app. Check your app to see how convenient it can be to do site surveys at fingertips.
So this is how you can generate it easily. Yeah, you can generate heat map through the mobile application and web browser also. So now we discuss about what is ideal office scenario and what is ideal office networks. Yeah. So we will go with this video.
What's an ideal office network like? First of all, let's check what is usually connected to the office network. Mobile phone, laptop, pad, printer, IP phone, and cameras. Have you put them all in one network? If yes, that can lead to data collisions, broadcast storms, black screens on surveillance, and slow internet access. In addition, visitors can freely access the internal office network, posing data security threats. Secondly, do you know who is using your office network? Is everyone's identity authorized? Does everyone have free access to your network? Thirdly, is there a problem in your office network that video conferencing lags or web pages cannot be opened? Would you like to see your employees play social media for fun during work hours? Fourthly, do your employees have a need to work remotely? Is your VPN server a bit expensive? What's an ideal office network like? Firstly, in an ideal office network, each network segment should be isolated and mutually exclusive. Secondly, the ideal office network should be authenticated. Everyone's identity is clear. Only authorized users can access the network. Thirdly, it should be able to allocate bandwidth flexibly and block non-work related applications and websites. In the end, an ideal office network VPN server can be good and cheap. Now, you can easily have it. Welcome to enjoy Ruijie new office solution.
So in ideal office scenario, we need to distribute our network, like one is for our admin, there's a different CCTV network, there will be different network for guest. So you can separate your network, and after that you need to configure these all things. So what is requirement for ideal office network? So network isolation required there, security authentication. So you need to authenticate your staff and guest both. And another thing, user application block and speed limit. So you can also block like unrelated application with office, like um, Instagram, Facebook. You can block these things on the office network. And also if you want to allow this, you can assign a bandwidth that particular for the particular application. Like you are using um, Zoom, so you can assign a 20 Mbps for Zoom application speed limit. And if there's a Facebook or YouTube, so you can assign 2 Mbps or 3 Mbps. You can set priority also. So you can also need to create a VPN for deep remote branches. Like if you have multiple branches, so you need to create a VPN for that and VPN tunnel for that. So the office networks solution we are going to cover, like isolate multiple services like CCTV network, API and IP phones, multiple VLAN you can create here. For security, you need to user authentication, bandwidth management, and VPN connection. This is for security. So we are coming with ACN, which is automatic configured network solution that will be easily configured here. And another is bring on device, bring your own device. So bring your own device for, like, if a staff is coming with a staff is using mobile application, so you can using mobile and also using laptop, so you can authenticate with the username password. You can generate the voucher and give the voucher to guest. So there's a multiple option. You can isolate them your guest or a staff network here. So earlier, what is the traditional way to set up? So earlier router startup, we need to do first, we need to configure the router, then we need to configure WAN port on router, LAN ports setup, then we need to configure load balance here. And one switch part, we need to set the interface IP management VLAN. One by one, we need to create a VLAN for that. And after that, AP setup, we need to configure interface IP address, like access point IP address, default SSID. One by one, we need to configure these things. VLAN subnet, we need to router subnet. DHCP server, we need to configure on router. Multiple subnet, we need to configure there. And also we need to configure policy based routing and switch global VLAN, interface VLAN, trunk or access ports. We need to define that. On APS, need to create SSID or binding the VLAN one by one. So this is the too complicated. So when we go with Ruijie, Ray, so there's a Sun. Everyone know about Sun, self-organizing network. So that will automatic detect your network and you can configure your basic setup within 3 minutes. And after auto configuration, you have VLAN subnetting. You can also define your VLAN subnetting here. So you can see there is a VLAN 1, VLAN 2. You need to only add there, and that will be automatic defined. So self-organized network, you can configure your network within 3 minutes. Yeah.
Welcome to Auto Configured Network Solution, a world-leading feature powered by Ruijie Cloud. That allows everyone to deploy networks, including routers, switches, access points in a simplified way. And when you are ready to start network deployment, Network Function guides you to set up wired or wireless subnet from router to AP in a wizard. Begin by clicking Add WLAN Network, fill in the Wi-Fi SSID and password for whole wireless network. Next, add description of the subnet, for example, office, and fill in a VLAN ID. Gateway IP address and subnet will be assigned automatically in binding with VLAN ID. Also, DHCP will be enabled on your router or core switches. It's recommended to make it on core switches. All switch ports will detect access points and add the subnet automatically. The correct configurations will be applied in a minute, and internet will work on the whole network devices. All switch ports will detect access points and add the subnet automatically.
Give me 1 minute. As you can see here,
will be
When-
assigned automatically and
when we are creating VLAN and multiple VLAN, so once we are entering the VLAN ID, so that subnet will be automatic change. Yeah, IP range will be also automatic change here. Like we are entering here VLAN ID 20, so you can notice this IP address 192.168.20.1. If we are putting it 30 here, so we will get IP 192.168.30.1. So that IP you can automatically get
binding
here.
with VLAN ID. Also, DHCP will be enabled on your router or core switches. It's recommend to make it on core switches. All switch ports will detect access points and add the subnet automatically. The correct configurations will be applied in a minute, and internet will work on the whole network devices from now on. There is also an option to add a wired network. The same process adds description in VLAN ID. Then select switches and ports that you want to plug into the computers and other client terminals. The selected ports will be set as access ports, and VLAN will be added to these ports. Other switches which are not selected will add this VLAN to trunk port only. By double checking and confirming, all correct configurations will also work in a minute. Your network is working properly now. Cloud, make your business easy.
So within 5 minutes, you can create multiple VLANs and assign IP to your users. So that is very easy. You can use through the mobile application and also web's UI through web browser. So where we have here is our one scenario, like set up multiple service network in our office network. Like a staff, we are going to configure one staff network, a staff Wi-Fi, which is SSID will be a staff Wi-Fi which is open, or VLAN 10 or account portal, means we are authenticating the users through the staff through the our captive portal. There is another staff LAN, name staff LAN, VLAN will be 20, or that will be also this is for like admin and accounts person. So this is for LAN users. So account that will user will be also authenticated by account portals. So, and another is CCTV cam network. So there is a VLAN 30 for CCTV users, and another is guest Wi-Fi. So we have scenario here. We need to configure this. So we need to go basic. Need to add here WLAN VLAN, means wireless VLAN we are entering here. So Wi-Fi SSID name we can put enter here. Staff. Staff Wi-Fi. So here we are authenticating user through the captive portal, and that is through the accounts. So we added that portal. After entering 60 VLAN, that will be automatic 16 or 10. You can say, see, subnet will be automatic change here. IP range will be change here. So the staff network will be configured here. Now we are adding another staff LAN users. Need to add wired network for desktop users. VLAN ID will be 20. And you need to select the port, switch port, and need to save this. So this VLAN is also created here. Now we have third scenario, CCTV network. So that will be also created wired network. So you can see there's a management staff and a staff LAN. Now we need to create wired for CCTV. you need to enter the VLAN ID, which is 30. Need to select port also. Now need to save this. So this VLAN is also created here. This is for CCTV network. Now we need to add one more SSID for guest. So here you need to enable this guest SSID authentication through the captive portal. We need to select the voucher there. So this VLAN is also created. So that all scenario you can configure within 5 minutes through the mobile application, or if if you are comfortable with web browser, so you can also configure through the web browser. So now this is a live VLAN visualization. You can see VLAN listening and traffic visualization. You can also see
Welcome
here.
to Auto-Configured Network Solution, a world-leading feature powered by Ruijie Cloud. With VLAN visualization, all VLANs at a glance in the network can be visible on Ruijie Cloud. On the left side of topology, you can check all VLANs ID and description. Then if you want to know one specific VLAN information, click it. The SVI IP address, DHCP pool, IP segment, allocated IP and lease time can be easily found. The VLAN traffic is visualized on topology. All devices belonging to this VLAN will have traffic pass through. Click the specific switch. You can check the detailed information including management IP, trunk ports, access ports and allowed VLAN. Anytime add, delete or change a device on switch port. Edit this switch, select or deselect the port to modify it. In the existing wired network, support also adds wireless by a simple step. VLAN visualization support by Ruijie NBS5 K-Series, NBS3 K-Series, ES2 series switches and Ruijie S5300 series, S2900 series. NBS5 K-Series was designed for enterprise networks as a core switch, support DHCP server and static routing. NBS3 K-Series was designed for enterprise networks as an access switch. ES2 series was designed for SMB cost-effective access switch. VLAN visualization with Ruijie switch family, redefine your easy network. Cloud, make your business easy.
So you can also troubleshoot this VLAN, like if you have created multiple VLAN and one switch port will be not trunked, so you can also troubleshoot for that. So now VLAN visualization you can see here on browser. We need to go on project, and after that configuration part we need to go there, and we need to select VLAN network. On network you can see there's a multiple VLAN here. You can change, you can edit VLANs, and you can save this thing. Like you can see there's a serial number of device, port, VLAN ID, every details you can get here. Like this is VLAN 1, staff VLAN, staff Wi-Fi, and this is staff LAN. So you can edit and you can change the configuration, and you can save this also. So now VLAN troubleshooting.
Welcome to Auto-Configured
Mhm.
Network Solution, a world-leading feature powered by Ruijie Cloud. VLAN troubleshooting inspects VLAN status to protect your network. When a VLAN-related issue causes internet interruption, such as VLAN configuration missing between different switches, the VLAN troubleshooting will send a notification immediately and give a workaround. Most simple issues can be solved with just one click. Other questions will provide a workaround by Ruijie Cloud. Cloud. Make your business easy.
So you can troubleshoot through the mobile application and web browser also. So this is auto configuration networks value. So no professional engineer required here, no additional alarm system. If you want an alarm, you can configure alarm on mail. So you need to configure your email ID. If any access point will be down, any loop will be occur on your network. So that alarm you can get through the your get on email address. And also you can save time for troubleshooting. You can go through the AI diagnose and you can troubleshoot your network from remotely. So here, how to build a secure office network for authentication. Yeah. So first we need to, for a staff, we need to create a staff group with 10 Mbps throughput. Create one staff account. This is the scenario which we are going to form. Invite customer. So we can't invite you to configure this. So first we are going through the staff SID. How we configure like account. User group we need to create here. First staff. You need to select device, how many concurrent device you are going to allow to staff, mobile or laptop. So we need to select 2. This is the hours, throughput, total capacity, total data, and this is the speed, how much data we are going to assign to a staff. 10 Mbps uplink, 10 Mbps downlink. Now we need to create a staff accounts. You need to also create the password for that. Every staff have a unique login and password. So this is created a staff. This is created a staff authentication. Now we are going for guest authentication. We need to configure a policy for guest. Group name will be guest user. Concurrent device. We need to allow like 2 devices for guest. One is mobile, one is for laptop. Quota, you can also assign 500 MB. Speed, 5 Mbps. Download or upload, both speed will be 5 Mbps. Now you need to save this. So we are giving time for 2 hours. So whenever your guest is coming in your office, so you can assign this for 2 hours. So we can generate multiple vouchers here for guest. So we are authenticating guest with voucher and staff with accounts. So here you need to enter for generating voucher, you need to enter the numbers. Also you can select alphanumeric, numeric, and you can generate from here. So this is the vouchers. Now we will go and test after authentication. So here you can say if for user authentication, you can share these things to your receptionist, so they will only generate the voucher and add in the accounts for you staff and generate the voucher for guest. So they have not access for your entire network. They can only generate the voucher and give the access to new employee. Yeah. So now I'm going to show you how you will share this. Like I have shared this to Raju. So you can see if you're giving to access anyone, so they can only generate the voucher and accounts. They will also create the accounts here. Like as a IT manager, you don't have time to go and generate the voucher for every guest and every user. So you can share this to receptionist. So they will generate the voucher and they will give that voucher to customer and staff. You can see there's a authentication, user management, and PSK all other tab will be disabled here. So now captive portal, we are coming on captive portal. How you can create captive portal? So here you can add your logo on captive portal, brand logo, background button. You can change term and condition. You can put here account. So you need to select here for authentication part. You can see there's a accounts, voucher or OTP. So accounts for staff, I have already show you. Voucher for guest and OTP also we support OTP based, but OTP only we support Twilio. SMS gateway, on SMS gateway part we can only support Twilio SMS gateway. So you can, if you want to use SMS gateway, so go with Twilio. So multiple language is there. You can also add URL after login if user guest is login there. So you can put the URL there, like your office or your hotel's URL. So that after that login, user will be automatically redirected on that particular page. So there's another thing, how to grant a key user and application speed office, like downloading. You can see the office users, if you are taking, like they are doing some Zoom meeting or like things, and some users are using here Instagram or Facebook live chat. So you can also limit these things, assign a limit to your as per application and as per users. So I am going to show you how to assign a limit to a staff and also check the speed. A staff we have assigned 10 Mbps, guest we have 5 Mbps, and app block we have blocked some YouTube here for staff and guest both. So first we are going to share this video. This is for guest. We are blocking here a staff, creating group, video. There's showing multiple VLAN. So you need to select that one VLAN. All users, guest or staff, you need to select anyone. So we are blocking this video for a staff and guest Wi-Fi. After adding, you need to enter the application name. We need to select video. You need to add the policy. So here we can go here. Now I am connecting through the guest SSID. After guest SSID, I need to enter the voucher for authentication. I will log in here. And now I am going to browser and using YouTube, opening YouTube and doing a speed test here. So for a guest, we are assigning 5 Mbps throughput here. So you can check a speed test first. So I am getting 4.9, 4.97 through the speed here, uploading and downloading. That is not crossing 5 Mbps. So now I'm going to open a YouTube here. So we have blocked that application blocking. You can see we have blocked the YouTube. You can see. So YouTube is not working here. So now we are testing for the staff SSID. So we have connected with the staff SSID. Now I'm doing a speed test here. So for a staff, we have assigned 10 Mbps throughput, upload and download both. we are getting 9.6, 9.7. That is not crossing 10 Mbps. Now we are going to test YouTube. YouTube is working or not. So you can say that a policy also applied for staff and guest both. So now we have multiple branches, like we have 4 or 5 branches. So we can easily build a powerful VPN server for remote workers. So how we can create, we will support L2TP or IPsec both. So you can see how we can configure this. So this is from VPN configuration. You can configure this through mobile application also and web GUI. You need to enable this VPN server. We are selecting here L2TP. Pre-shared key we need to enter here. Server IP will be this. And also local IP tunnel is there. And we need to save this. Also, if you want to add DDNS, so we have DDNS free, so not need to pay license for DDNS also. You can, if you want to use DDNS, you can use Ruijie DDNS. And after saving this, we need to configure on mobile application here for L2TP. On VPN setting, you need to go there. We need to enter the IP address, pre-shared key, server IP address, accounts. So this will be the password which I have entered for as a staff. So I am entering a password. And share secret also you need to enter here. And after this, you need to save this. Now you need to allow connecting. So you can say you can easily configure VPN also that will be connected through the mobile. So you can also create multiple VPN here. So now we have covered here Ruijie Office solution. We get network VLAN planning, portal authentication. You can get application block and speed limit. You can get, and also the VPN server setup. So you can go with OpenVPN, L2TP over IPsec, L2TP and PPTP. So these all things you can configure within 10 minutes. So this is for ideal office scenario. You can we need this thing. So we can configure everything within 10 minutes through the mobile application. And if you want to go with web browser, so you can configure this thing through the web browser also. So if we are comparing, doing comparison for previous things, so how we will get, like high cost complex network, you can get a server hardware required. Authentication for authentication you need to radius or AD server is required for that. And professional engineer is also required for, like L2 or L3 engineer is required for that. But when you are going with Ruijie solution, so you can easily configure by yourself and anyone can configure this. Lifetime free cloud you are getting, easy setup by mobile application you can get here. So this type of features you can easily get through the Ruijie and Ruijie. So this is the how this is about how which model supports things like Ruijie router. You can get VLAN network planning, VLAN visualization, VLAN troubleshoot. You can get portal authentication, user speed, app speed policy, block and allow. And also you can assign a bandwidth there. So you can get this thing on our easy and NBR series router. So our easy router like 2100, you can also configure portal authentication, and these features you have also. Ray switches all supported this. Access point will be also supported, captive portal and everything. Yeah. So this is the our Ray router family. So for 100 users, we have EG10105 GWT. This is for 100 users. So it's coming with all in one. So it's coming with 600 Mbps, Wi-Fi 5 you can get here. AC 300 means you can get on Wi-Fi 1.3 Gbps throughput, and Ray mesh it will be also supported. So you can position this router on any coffee shop and retail shop there. So you can configure this. You can sell out to this scenario. Another is our EG105. This is for 100 users. It's coming with 2 WAN ports. So another we have for 200 users EG210. There for 300 users we have 310, and for 1000 to 1500 users you have a NBR and 15 EG1510 series gateway. So that will be coming with 2.5 Gbps throughput. So that's all for today. As you have any question, you can ask me, and you can raise. Then Raju will allow you to ask the question.
So if anyone having any questions, anything, if you want to speak, you can just ask me. I will enable you. You can just raise the hand. I will enable you. You can speak. हाँ सर
हेलो।
बोले सर।
अरे रोहित, अपना राजीव, ये अपना इसका अपन एसडी वैन की जो बात कर रहे थे ना, उसको इतना इजी नहीं है यार उसको इंस्टॉल करना, बिकॉज द वे यू आर शोइंग इट इज यू हैव टू कॉन्फ़िगर। यार उसमें दोनों जगह स्टैटिक आईपी लगेगा क्या?
नो नो नो, ब्रॉडबैंड आईपी, ये नॉर्मल आईपी पे हो जाएगा। रोहित, आई विल आस्क रोहित टू ना हेल्प यू सर। रोहित का
मतलब
नंबर
अभी
है ना
कैसा है
आपके
मुझे,
पास?
और वो थोड़ा सा कॉन्फ़िगरेशन कैसा है उसमें, जैसे अपन ने इधर बात कर रहे थे 4 लोकेशन है,
हाँ हाँ।
4 लोकेशन पे ही मुझे वो वीपीएन करना है।
हम्म।
One location they have got only, the application is they have got only tally, and they want to access from 3 different locations by the users.
बोलता हूँ रोहित को, आपसे बात कर लेगा सर आफ्टर
ठीक,
दिस।
चलो।
और किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन है? एनीवन एल्स?
Hello.
बोलिए सर।
So I have a question. In the previous configuration at the time of VPN, the server IP was a private IP address. So what if we want to allow a remote user to connect with the VPN so that they can access the corporate network?
This is not, so we don't offer SSL VPN, sir. This is the IPsec. So from
Okay.
device to device, branch to branch.
Okay, so branch to branch, there
wired
must be
VPN. It is not a
a
virtual VPN.
public IP address involvement between two different location of.
So sir, if you are using IPsec, so public IP is required for that.
Mhm. But at the time of configuration in the video, in the
Yeah.
text box of server IP, there were written a private
Yes,
IP address.
so that is L2TP. I have configured L2TP there. So server will be my gateway, and agent will be my mobile application. So sorry, mobile. So I have connected through the mobile. You are talking about video, na? Last video which I have
Yes, yes.
shared with you. Yeah. So L2TP I have show you that. So I am using server with our Ruijie servers there.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that was the for the internal use, right?
Yeah.
If what we want
Not
to
internal
allow.
use. If you want to use my DDNS, so that will be also you can get here there. You can utilize my DDNS
Okay.
at that.
So DDNL will be routing all the traffic.
Yeah.
Okay,
That is
understood.
free.
Okay.
Hello,
Thank
sir.
you for your answer.
Hello, sir. I am Deepak Barsopia here from Surat, Gujarat. MBTech Solution Private Limited. I have just joined little late. I just want to know that मीन्स इसका भी जैसे सॉफ्टवेयर और वैसे जो डिवाइस आता है उसका इस रेई का भी उस टाइप से डिवाइस ही आता है ना सर? आप हेलो।
हाँ जी सर। सर जैसे सपोज का आता है, सपोज का फायरवॉल आता है।
हाँ
हमारा
हाँ
हमारा जो गेटवे है वो बेसिक फायरवॉल के फीचर के साथ आता है। इसमें आपको कंटेंट फिल्टरिंग वगैरह नहीं मिलते हैं। इस पे आपको
बराबर।
एप्लीकेशन कंट्रोल मिल जाता है, लोड बैलेंसर मिल जाता है। तो बेसिक
हाँ
मल्टीपल वीपीएन आप क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। तो ये आपका बेसिक फायरवॉल के सारे फीचर्स इसमें मिल जाते हैं। अगर आपको डीप सिक्योरिटी में जाना है जो यूटीएम, तब वहाँ पे ये काम नहीं करता है। बट आप वीपीएन वगैरह इससे क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। यूजर्स को लिमिटेशन दे सकते हैं कि हाँ ये यूजर ये वेबसाइट ही एक्सेस करेगा। ये सारी चीज़ें आपको मिल जाती हैं।
नहीं सर, तो मैं क्या बोल रहा था,
हम्म,
आप बोले कि मोबाइल से इसका कॉन्फ़िगरेशन इजी होता है,
हाँ हाँ
तो ये कंप्यूटर से नहीं कर सकते क्या? लैपटॉप और पीसी से नहीं
सर।
कर सकते क्या?
सर कर सकते हैं, हम दोनों से कर सकते हैं, मोबाइल और वेब ब्राउजर दोनों से।
अच्छा, दोनों से कर सकते हैं ना?
हाँ हाँ
Means it is easy to do the configuration from the mobile, right?
हाँ जी।
Rather PC or
हाँ
laptop.
अगर मान लीजिए कभी कुछ ऐसा साइट है जहाँ पे आपको लैपटॉप लेके नहीं जाना, जैसे सूरत से कच्छ वाले एरिया में है, वहाँ पे आपने
हाँ हाँ,
लैपटॉप कैरी वगैरह नहीं किया, तो मोबाइल से भी कॉन्फ़िगर कर सकते हैं आप इसको।
बराबर बराबर बराबर।
हम्म। बहुत
ओके,
जगह सर
थैंक
क्या
यू।
होता है कि लैपटॉप अलाउ नहीं करते हैं इन
हाँ
कैंपस। तो वहाँ पे आप ये कर सकते हैं इसके थ्रू, मोबाइल एप्लीकेशन के थ्रू, या पहले भी कॉन्फ़िगर करके आप भेज सकते हैं उसको।
बराबर। ओके, थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू।
हेलो हेलो।
यस सर, बोलिए।
मैं सोम विश्वास बोल रहा हूँ सर, वेस्ट बंगाल।
हाँ बताइए ना।
हाँ, मैं पूछना चाह रहा था कि इस पे तो हम लोगों ने आपने दिखाया कि
कहाँ
कई
से?
सारे तरीके के वीलान सेटअप किए गए हैं,
हाँ जी।
और उसके बाद वीपीएन भी। तो मेरा ये क्वेश्चन था कि जो अगर कोई
कहाँ से बात कर रहे हो?
यूजर, हाँ,
फ्लिपकार्ट से। हाँ जी, बताइए तरुण।
हाँ बोलिए सोमन सर।
हाँ, मैं बोल रहा था कि अगर कोई वीपीएन से कनेक्ट होता है,
हाँ
मान लीजिए वीपीएन वन, एक वीपीएन आईडी दिया मैंने, वीपीएन वन से कनेक्ट हो रहा है, तो
ठीक है।
उसको पर्टिकुलर एक सेट ऑफ वीलैन से कनेक्ट किया जा सकता है? मतलब उसको
हाँ
वीपीएन वन
हाँ
को पर्टिकुलर वीलैन 20 से ही, और किसी से नहीं?
हाँ सर, वही होता है कि जनरली आपको सबको एक्सेस नहीं देना चाहते हैं। वीपीएन का जो सर्वर होगा एक स्पेसिफिक वीलैन पे ही होगा जिसको सबको हिट करेंगे, जैसे टैली वगैरह है। सारे यूजर्स को जरूरत नहीं होता है उसका। तो एक स्पेसिफिक वीलैन पे एक पॉलिसी बना के आप हिट करवा सकते हैं बाहर की यूजर्स को।
मतलब मैं एक पर्टिकुलर वीलैन एड्रेस को पर्टिकुलर वीपीएन से कनेक्ट सेट कर सकता हूँ?
हाँ हाँ जी हाँ जी।
ठीक है सर, थैंक यू।
और कोई क्वेश्चन सर किसी का? इरफान भाई।
रोहित जी,
हाँ सर बताइए।
एक्चुअली मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि जो ऑथेंटिकेशन है ना अपनी, तो
हम्म।
अपना ऑथेंटिकेशन में एक एसएमएस फीचर्स करके आता है। सपोज मैं
हाँ
अपने किसी भी साइट पे किसी भी लड़के को एक्सेस नहीं देना चाहता हूँ, ना अकाउंट क्रिएट करने का, ना वोचर क्रिएट करने का।
ठीक
ठीक,
है।
चलिए अकाउंट क्रिएट करने का तो देंगे, क्योंकि दैट विल बी द पर्टिकुलर पर्सन जिनको हमें एक्सेस देना है अकाउंट्स
हम्म,
क्रिएट करके।
ठीक
अब
है।
जो वोचर का सेगमेंट रहता है, तो जो अपना ट्विलो करके है कि हम उसमें इंटीग्रेशन, जो एपीआई इंटीग्रेशन है,
हाँ
वो कर सकते हैं कि क्लाइंट को 5 मिनट का ट्रायल मिल जाए इंटरनेट एक्सेस का, सो दैट कि वो वहां पे अपना नंबर एंटर करके ओटीपी उसके व्हाट्सएप पे या एसएमएस के थ्रू आ जाए।
हाँ वो हो जाता है सर, क्यूलियो के साथ इंटीग्रेट करके आप कर सकते हैं उसको।
जी जी। लास्ट टाइम मैंने ट्राई किया था तो, लेकिन मेरे को वो इंटीग्रेशन नहीं मिल पाई वहां से।
वो क्या होता है ट्विलियो वाला जो, मतलब आपको क्या नहीं मिला ट्विलियो का, वो नहीं मिला, पर्सन नहीं मिला कि मतलब
नहीं नहीं,
इंटीग्रेशन नहीं हुआ अपना?
तो इंटीग्रेशन नहीं हुआ।
अच्छा, नहीं तो वो चलता है अपना, ट्विलियो चलता है सर बहुत जगह। अगर कोई हेल्प चाहिए होगा तो बताइएगा, अगर अभी टेस्ट करना है तो
नहीं,
चल
वो तो मैं
जाएगा।
फिर आपको, वो तो मैं पर्सनली आपको कॉल करूंगा। और ये ना रोहित जी, मुझे एक चीज और कंफर्म करनी थी। देखिए मैंने अभी एक ये ना एक अपना एक साइट में अभी रिस्ट्रक्चर और रिलोकेट कर रहा हूँ। तो
सॉरी,
वहां पे मैंने
रिपीट कीजिए इरफान भाई।
मैंने एक अपना स्ट्रक्चर, अभी एक अपनी साइट जो है उसकी मैं रिलोकेशन और रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग कर रहा हूँ, सिस्टम्स और वगैरह ना सारे गैजेट्स।
ठीक है, ठीक है।
तो वहां पे मैंने सर्विलेंस को एक सेपरेट कर दिया,
हम्म।
एडमिन एडमिन सेक्शन को सेपरेट कर दिया और गेस्ट वाईफाई को सेपरेट कर दिया।
ठीक है
तो
सर।
जब मैं वीलैन क्रिएट करूंगा
हाँ।
तो मेरे को पर्टिकुलर डेटा हर किसी वीलैन के लॉग्स मुझे पर्टिकुलर मिल जाएंगे।
हाँ जी।
तो मेरे तो हर टाइम पे यही जो छोटे से जो क्वेश्चंस रहते हैं। रेस्ट मैंने रूजी पे इतना हाथ बिठा के रखा हुआ है कि मैं आग बंद करके कॉन्फ़िगर कर सकता हूँ।
कर सकते हैं सर ये।
तो तब यही मुझे वो लॉग्स का, क्योंकि आई हैव टू सबमिट लॉग्स ऑन द
सो
वीकली बेसिस।
तो और दूसरा अपना सिसलॉग भी है, तो अगर आपके पास सर्वर वगैरह पे ट्रांसफर करना है तो कर सकते हैं, सिसलॉग वगैरह भी हैं सारे।
जी जी
अगर स्टोर करना लॉग्स को, ये है लिमिटेशन है अपने पास कि हाँ इतने दिन का ही लॉग मिलेगा अपने को
जी जी
वहाँ पे।
जी
बट अगर आपको स्टोर करना है लॉग्स तो वो भी कर सकते हैं आप। जैसे हमारा 1510 गेटवे है जो
जी सर।
1000+ यूजर्स के लिए है, तो उस पे क्या आप 1 TB तक का हार्ड डिस्क लगा सकते हैं, SSD हार्ड डिस्क फॉर लॉग स्टोरिंग।
जी जी ठीक है, थैंक यू रोहित भाई, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू इरफान भाई। और कोई क्वेश्चन है? राजू भाई। राजू भाई।
I think there is no any question. So what we can do, we can end this webinar.
या
If anyone having any question, you can raise your hand. Else, we are
आई एम
going
पुटिंग
to
माय नंबर इन चैट बॉक्स, सो इफ यू हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम यू कैन कॉल मी।
host and panelist डाला है।
सॉरी।
सिर्फ host और panelist को ही डाला है।
अच्छा, ओके।
Done. So thank you so much for joining this webinar.
Guys,
We will get back to you for another webinar shortly. Thank you so much for joining.
थैंक यू राजू भाई,
Have a nice weekend.
थैंक यू राजू भाई।
Thank you, sir.